Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the One Thing About Us podcast. I'm Justin.
And I'm Dust Wonderkin Alex.
And I'm Eric.
Why can't you ever just say, why can't you just be normal for once? Just say, hi, I'm Alex.
Because that'd be fake and I'm not fake.
That wouldn't be fake, it would just be you stating your name.
How about you, Dust, shut the fuck up?
See, right now you're being fake because you're putting on an accent.
I'm technically German.
No, you're not.
My bloodline is.
Yeah?
Yes.
How's your father feel about that?
Dust fucked up.
Checkmate! Any dreams, things you want to talk about? Off the get-go?
No Dust dreams.
Please stop.
Just can't add dust to anything you make it German.
No dreams for me.
So, Alex reminded me of what the topic was I was meant to talk about last time. And it was the mall shooting story about why I didn't like going to the mall. Because I was there on Black Friday one year, and we're standing outside waiting to get into a store. Next thing you're in store, you hear pop, 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 pop. And we were all outside joking around like, hey, they're shooting the mall. We just thought we were joking. Like, we're shooting the mall, ha, ha, ha. And we saw a bunch of suspicious cars and shit like that. But they're shooting the mall. Next thing you know, one of the side doors opened and people just started pouring out. And they're shooting in the mall. They're shooting in the mall. We're like, what the hell? People started running. My mom, I don't know how it happens. I hear, ah! I look back. My mom's laying in a bush. like this. She somehow fell in a bush. There's other people like leaving strollers and purses. One girl,
kids in them?
No, she picked the kid up. And one girl's like, my purse. And the girl was like, leave it. And we're all running. Well, I'm speed walking because I don't run. And my aunt's like, hurry up. And then my uncle is just casually strolling along like nothing's happening. Just walking like ain't nobody's business. And we're like, let's go. He's like, it's just people being stupid. I'm like, yeah, they got guns though, and we don't. But yeah, he's just casually walking. Like ain't nothing but a thing.
You told me about him before.
He's military.
I was going to say, he was like
Military.
numbed from the fucking military service.
But he's just walking. I'm like, yeah, that's still they're shooting. But anyway, that's why I don't go to the mall anymore.
You don't go to the mall.
Well,
What do you do?
Well, I hadn't been that one. No,
That one.
Where was this one at?
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Ah.
Cross Creek Valley Mall. Crab Creek Valley Mall? Something Valley Mall. I don't know. Okay.
Crab.
So, some of the topics we have left over from last time, since, people don't want to email topics in. Or comment topics. Well, I'm going to keep... I can. Until they start doing... Until they say they want to be a part of the podcast and give us topics. Yeah. So, until y'all start doing it, I'm going to keep talking shit.
Yeah, talking shit.
Just remember that I'm defending him.
Das shit.
And even if you do mail in quotes, if they're shitty quotes, not quotes, topics, I'm going to tell you.
We can talk about it.
What do you mean quotes?
We're going to go through some quotes at some point and just kind of talk
See
about
how we feel about them.
Like they mean, whether it be off the wall or otherwise.
What if Das gets emotional?
I'm going to call you DOS now.
Anywho, the first one is, if you could choose to live in a game or a movie, which one would you choose? Would you? And which one would you choose?
So if you could deep dive and just be in like the Marvel universe, would you go there?
No, because we just be regular people. Our shit be getting fucked up every day. I don't need my car flying.
Well, let's say you have the ability to gain a power. What power would you have in that universe? Relevant to that universe.
See, y'all are talking about that. I'm up here going like, I'd go to Grand Theft Auto because I'd be a fucking hooligan.
We go. So you're saying we go in the universe, but we have the power of the main character.
That's what he said.
Or whatever character. Like, all right. So let's say you want to dive into the MCU. You get a power that you choose. Relevant to that universe.
Well, come back to me.
Because when you go but it could be anything, any movie, any game. Because when you go specifically to the MCU, that's
that was just because we were talking.
That's
about
who knows.
I'd go into the dark crimes world.
I'd go Superman because I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Metropolis.
Who's gonna stop me?
Right.
Well, Kryptonite.
Or Thor.
Emotional instability.
I've got that now. So I'll just have power.
Check and mate.
That's an origin story ready to go. I don't know. It's such a...
First thing that pops into my head would make no sense to me but the first thing I thought of was Red Dead. Just go and be a badass gunslinger.
That's initially what I thought, but I'm like, Grand Theft Auto, because like, do I get because like it's like the whole game. Does that mean if I get killed, I come back, I just wake up at the hospital?
Yeah, with money taken out of your account.
Wake up at the hospital. Here's 5,000. I'm like, that ain't shit.
Just take it as like a deep dive VR kind of thought, so you respawn, you don't actually die.
But if you were in the world of Red Dead, would you be an outlaw?
Yeah.
Or would you be a bounty hunter?
Ooh, both.
Yeah.
Because taking a look at technically, Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan was a bounty hunter because I collected bounties left and right. I collected every bounty that I could collect, and I damn sure was an outlaw. He didn't know because like I kept finding like treasure maps. And I was finding the treasure. So Arthur had like $10,000.
Plus, he also solved a murder.
He had $10,000. Yes, he had $10,000 in his bank account.
Found a vampire.
And I'm over here doing bounty hunts for $50.
Scooby Doo.
Like what the hell is this shit?
Where are you, Das?
I would do hunt. I'd probably do both. Bounty hunt when I get bored.
Yeah, just like we happen to like ride into town and be like,
Oh, help. We're trying to find the man that robbed the bank.
it was like, oh, we'll see.
That was I would, if I could.
I'd probably get killed hanging out with you. So I don't know if I would want to do
I'm not
it.
gonna lie
I
to
would
you.
be shopping in a store and then you just bring an angry mob in and they'd kill us both, and I would have no idea.
I would just be sitting on the porch smoking a cigar, watching you run back and forth.
That happened one time.
And then you like run up on the porch where I'm sitting. I'm sitting there minding my business, smoking my cigar, and the cops like, get him, and shot me point blank in the face with a shotgun.
That woman disrespected me.
And I didn't do
You
anything.
expect me not to
I didn't do.
answer.
But my thing is, that was one of the times where your bullshit should have stayed your bullshit.
I was running through there like a motherfucker.
I was running.
I had like just joined this game. I'm like, oh hey, I want to buy a new coat. Oh okay, I'll wait outside for you.
That's all I would see. I'd see them run. Alex would run by, like, I got him. And then a few seconds later, he'd run by, help me.
They got me.
And it just kept going back and forth.
The thing I love about playing that game the most is I will get like the craziest outfits and go out to him. And I'll wear like these bright pink pants.
I'm like, what is this tomfoolery?
Like a red thing.
Now, he wore bright pink pants with like a purple and green vest, didn't match. And like these crazy boots. I'm like, what are you doing,
He
man?
came out there being like, I like my realistic.
And I'm over here dressed sharp as hell. I got my nice vest on, my tie.
Like super critical of what somebody wears in a game.
I can't help it.
Like, the style transfers back to the 1860s.
He truly can, because it's like the first time he sees you, he just gives you that look up and down. And if he doesn't like what he sees, there was one time I impressed him with my outfit, and I hold on to that.
Was
The
it-
day we went to Top Golf.
I was gonna say a Top Golf.
And he looked at me and be like, "You looking good," but every other day it's just like, "Take care of
You
yourself."
get that. Oh.
You know, the shoes are nice.
Y'all making me because I gave them to you.
Yeah, you did.
The first thing, anytime I got that up and down look.
Yeah, it'll just the first time. He does
Why y'all making me sound like I'm a judgmental bitch?
Because you
Just a
are.
little bit.
I like people to look good because when you look good, you feel good.
Put some socks on your feet then.
This is my house.
Exactly.
I'll do what I want to them. You're lucky I'm wearing pants.
But let's take our pants off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is turning into a completely different type of podcast. I've been Eric.
I can't do it. I can't click the thing. Well, here's.
I'm wearing track pants. All I gotta do is slip them bitches down.
I want to get the stripper pants one day. You could just go and just.
I had
Basketball pants.
I had a friend in high school. I was a senior at the time, or junior. I can't remember. And he was like a freshman or a sophomore. But he lived in my neighborhood. We were close, and he never dressed out for gym. Ever. And the coach would always give him shit. So one day, he wore those, like those little ripped hands. And the coach thought, like, it didn't say anything, but he just looked at him and assumed he dressed out because that's what he was wearing them. He was like, okay, he walked in front of everyone walked out. He walked in front of the coach. He was like, you say I never dress out? And he said, ripped them all off, and he's wearing like fucking cargo shorts underneath them. But the funniest thing was, he thought he was going to get this big reaction. The coach with a straight face just said, wow.
That would have destroyed me. That would have
Like,
destroyed me.
that would have been like the most devastating thing. It's like, I'm gonna do this, and everybody's gonna laugh. It's gonna be great, and you just get.
That is the worst feeling.
Because I'm like, you're wearing something that you would wear to change out in PE, and you rip them off, and you're wearing like fucking cargo shorts. It's like regular shorts you wear to work, because they're like plaid ones, like you say like at Walmart or whatever.
The funniest thing I've ever seen is, have you ever seen a show called Arrested Development?
Yeah.
The dude said he was like getting strippers to pretend to be cops, and his nephew says to him, you can wear stripper pants if you're not a stripper. He rips his pants off and says, "You tell me." I was like, Jesus.
Anyway, game movie you'd go to.
Let me see. I would have to go the one that I think
Hitman.
about the most. I want to go into the Lord of the Rings and be like Aragorn. Like have that sword skills and like just like go hunting orcs.
I'd want to be a Legolas
Right?
or Gandalf.
Can't elves? How long is the lifespan for an elf?
Eternal.
It definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
You know I don't want to die.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's not do that.
Legolas, here I come.
'Cause
But I think you can choose sometimes. Well, because
Wait,
Elrod's
dwarves too?
brother chose. He
They
didn't.
have the option because they're like blessed by I forget the name of the star, but that's what kind of keeps them alive. That's why when Aragorn's girlfriend
Starts with a V, don't it?
Arwen.
gives him her necklace that was the connection to their deity that gives them that life. That's why she started to die.
So she is no longer
Immortal.
okay.
Well,
What about
she
dwarves?
because she went
She was no. She should be good now that the ring
Because-
has been destroyed.
and she left, but she left Middle Earth, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, so she should be
Wait,
fine
what?
when she gets back there. She should be
Wait,
fine.
what?
No, she stayed.
I thought I could have sworn
She
she went with
married?
him.
Didn't she get with the king?
You're
Aragorn?
probably-
Yeah, Aragorn.
I can't
Miniskirt?
remember. It's been so long since I've seen it.
No, it hasn't.
You're right. I just watched it the other day. No, but she went.
She was supposed to. She turned around and everybody's like,
Milady,
and then she rides back.
All I know is,
why didn't you tell me about the
Okay.
sun?
what's the lifespan of a dwarf?
Oh, God.
300, 400 years.
It's a few hundred. Like
Because when they're like 50, they're still considered a child.
yeah.
So Gimli was like a baby at 60
he
years
was
old.
like a 16-year-old at that point.
I think. Yeah, I think he in the movie. I think he was younger than.
I'll tell you what world I would
Was he younger than
The Game of
Aragorn, or was he
Thrones
older?
world.
Younger.
I thought he was younger.
Because in that show, everyone will betray you.
Because like in Hobbit,
Game of Thrones world.
because in the Hobbit he wanted to go, but at the time they're like he's 30. They're like you're still a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why his dad went and still had the locket thing, and he was like,
Why don't you stay
"What
home?
is this creature? That's my wife. What about this? That's my boy Gimli."
So yeah, they live 300, 400 years old.
So now I want to look that up. I actually want to know like what is the lifespan of the dwarf race. 'Cause
Aragorn lived. I think he lived to 2 something.
Aragorn.
He was like 250 or something.
So I think it was
like that.
250.
See, that baffles me. Because how old was he in the Return of the King?
80.
Yeah, he was 80.
Vigo.
I told you that, and you're like, nah. I'm like, it literally said in the movie.
It's
Like
like,
he's a Dunedain.
okay, then what?
You just lost him.
Okay.
Okay. I forget exactly where they come from, but the Dunedain are like a special race of like pureblood humans that live longer.
Because he's the last.
Yeah.
And each year, their lifespan got shorter and shorter.
Well, there's that.
But yeah, I would go into the Lord of the Rings world and have like Aragorn's abilities. And
I don't wanna be
survival
Gandalf.
instincts.
Or
Harry
Legolas.
Potter world.
I'd either be
Because
Legolas or Gandalf.
Their high school is just them learning magic, not
Lord of
any
the
other
Rings.
skill.
Yeah.
Because I'd want to be like. Because I just want to quote that past. Won't even for I'll just be in the Shire, in the middle of the road. They're like, Gandalf, move. You shall not pass.
Yeah, that was like 300 years.
You did it one time, and now you keep doing it.
I'd be like,
Oh, this is not Star Wars.
Avada Kedavra.
It's like we're in different sections. But like, yeah, like I was saying, Harry Potter, your high school is literally just you learning magic.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they're
no other skill.
They're complaining. I'm like,
But
yeah, you
here's
want to
the
do my
thing.
you want to do my arithmetic homework?
How much better of an education do you think they got just even at their level because it focused on the shit that they'd actually be doing rather than
Taxes.
yeah.
I don't think they do tax.
Here's a 1099. Oh, what?
But still, it's like, here, you're going to need all of these skills. Whereas now it's like...
Dumbledore, can I get my W-2?
You're a wizard, Harry.
You need to put in for Magic College.
She's like, why is Voldemort so angry? I guess the IRS keeps taxing.
So I was thinking he owes money.
Every year he goes in because he put one dependent, like an idiot. Now he wants to wipe out
people following.
Now he wants to wipe out the Muggles. Who invented taxes? That's Glenn.
What superpowers would you like to have and from what universe?
So that almost falls into sort of the same thing.
Like I said, I'd go.
I would see if I was just looking strictly at having powers in this world right now.
Martian Manhunter.
Avatar.
Because what Martian Manhunter is the one man Superman.
The Last Airbender.
Because Martian Manhunter is the one man. Even Superman flat out said that he's the most powerful being on this earth, and like I didn't want to fight him hand to hand.
His powers.
Everything.
I go Superman. Superman's power.
Because Superman he flat out said that the Martian Manhunter was the one man he was scared to fight. So I'd go that motherfucker.
Have you guys seen Man of Steel?
Yes.
I have not.
When that guy pushed him and he didn't even move, and the guy's like, when Superman didn't even move, he's like, all right, let's not do this. He gets into a fight with the guy, and the guy like poured water on his head.
At like a bar or something like that, right?
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, there he is.
Because he was a waiter.
He goes to hit it. No, busboy.
Busboy,
He
yeah.
goes to hit him, doesn't move, and there's a look in this guy's face like,
Wait.
whoa. He didn't stop talking
Let's
shit.
reevaluate the situation.
But then Superman fucked his truck up.
Yeah.
Like threw it on a power vine or some shit. Like put it in half.
Wait, what did you say it was?
Power Vine.
A power
Power
vine.
vine. Did I say power vine?
Yeah.
Ducks on the vine, crashing so slow.
That's still too close.
Right. I listened to that the other day. I was all bummed out. I was just like,
I got
You
him.
don't-
Soldier boy,
I got him with
come
something yesterday.
home.
Because if you ever want to make Justin cry the way it is from Red Dead Redemption, Arthur's Last Ride. I always was a good thief.
and now we're pouting.
Yes.
I never finished the game. I actually never played the main storyline. I've only played the online. Well, now that nobody wants to speak, I guess that's what we'll call it a day.
You've never played the main story?
No.
You
I bought the online.
you see my tears?
Half of it. I could see them. I could see the honest tears
Oh
welling
my
up.
god.
Your eyes are glazing
The
over.
last time I saw you cry was the bomb.
Why do you keep just giving him ammunition to cry over?
The bomb?
I don't know.
What the hell's that?
I'm crying because of you.
Not me.
Yeah, you
Arthur.
mentioned.
Yeah, the name's Black Lung.
There's the chest under the wagon. Duchess chest. I told you I was always a good thief. That you were, Abigail. That you were. No, I gotta go have a talk. And I'm like, no. And then the horse.
Crying, right?
And then the horse died, and he's like, you were a good boy, thank you. Thank you. And I'm like, no.
Red Dead 2. Redemption 2, one of the greatest games.
And they're talking about remaking Red Dead 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Red Dead Revolver?
No, one, like just Red Dead Redemption.
With John Marston.
With updated graphics and all that other. And they're remaking Max Payne 1 and 2.
I never played those.
Oh, of course you haven't.
I played 3.
Talking shit.
I played the first one, then I played the third one.
I was very much an RPG player.
Assassin's Creed is now RPG.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Elder Scrolls. Pretty much anything from Bethesda or BioWare.
What about Elden Ring?
I haven't played that yet, but I want to. Worth it? Yeah.
No, I don't know. I want to play it.
It just looks really
You
good.
said
but
the
then
other day
again-
you weren't really feeling it.
So I don't want to play it by myself.
Yeah, because you have to like summon your friends on there as like
Magic.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to play I don't want to play it by myself because that's just too much for me.
Maybe next day.
There's a lot in there, and I'm just like,
It is a lot though. There's a lot of math crunching on there, trying to get like your builds right.
yeah, I'm not gonna do any of that.
No, you're just gonna whatever you feel like.
Yeah, I don't do math.
He does not.
It's just like
I can, I just choose not to.
there's another game Like that Path of Exile.
I can do math. Counting the palette, you get me.
Because you don't understand
But-
each layer's turned a different
I
way.
understand. I get that. But my thing is, you're like, man, I can do math. I just can't just counting the palette. It's also not my job, so I don't care that much about it. Like, I don't need to know.
Well,
But you do impress me with the way you count pallets. You be counting them bitches fast as fuck. And I'd be impressed. Kudos.
Kudos. All right.
Like, I'm impressed you know your job. You're a supervisor.
Das kudos, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Das pancakes.
Well, the first quote in this book should come as no surprise, because the next topic is like talk about famous quotes. And this is my book. The first one should be no surprise to any of y'all if y'all know me. In the end, we're all alone and no one's coming to save you. And why should that not be a surprise to you? Kapow.
Oh my god, I didn't know you had a tattoo.
Yeah, I know. It's tattooed on my arm.
Are you serious?
I know. It's
I thought
amazing.
that was just a mark from a pen in your mouth.
Yeah.
No. And then just kapow.
You have
You
two
did them
tattoos?
twice?
Oh my
If you
god.
combine them, do you get superpowers?
Yes.
Fonts are different though.
I'm well aware. But they're each getting their own individual sleeves built around them.
Why was no one communicate with me about quotes here?
Well, more
No,
or less,
don't you dare. Don't you dare. I want you to say it. Don't you dare, sweet.
Well, this was Eric's topic, so I'm gonna revert back to him.
wanted to get your honest reaction after we start reading some of these as to what you feel that they mean. And,
All right. Alright.
Leave one wolf alive, and the sheep are never safe.
Okay.
Okay, what's your take on this?
There will always be one wolf to kill the sheep.
If you want to be strong, learn to enjoy being alone.
Depression.
Depressing.
Depression. I feel like there's going to be a trend here.
Welcome to my. If I read any from these sticky notes, yes.
Read the sticky notes.
Let me throw
No,
one
'cause
out.
they're-
Let's see. Do or do not. There is no try.
Yoda.
Right? What is your take on that? What does it mean to you?
Because he needed to summon the power to do it. He's just sitting there, he's half-assing it, he needs to just do it.
Why should a lion concern himself with pinions of sheep?
Alright, here, Tywin. Good old Tywin Lannister. Alright.
Look into my eyes and tell me what you see. I see a man that's in a constant internal battle to always appear happy and carefree, but you're getting scared because you're starting to lose.
Getting all like emotional. and
That's
shit.
my own quote. I was laying in bed one day and it just popped in my head. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah. 100% on my mom.
Have a-
Okay, I didn't
You're
say
looking
I
at me
did.
like you didn't believe me though.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
my face.
No, it's not. I know your face.
What's my face? Fuck you.
Just a reminder to the listeners, if you're having feelings like these, sure you talk to someone.
To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. These are all.
Can you pepper in a nice fucking
Like a
happy
positive
quote or
hero.
something? Jeez.
I don't think I have any.
Just because someone stumbles and loses their path doesn't mean they're lost forever.
Was that Professor X?
It was. How did you know? I'm
I
writing
love Days
I'm
of Future
going
Past.
through movie quotes at the moment, people, and
I
he's
love
able to read
Da-
off exactly what movie it is.
Days
too.
of Future Past is my favorite X-Men
Yeah,
film.
don't let your struggle become your identity.
Don't be known for what you have a problem with. Basically, it.
True knowledge exists in knowing that you are nothing.
Damn.
Can you
That
please
hurts.
can you
Like
pepper
shit.
in a positive quote?
Hey, guess what? If you see
My
the sun, it's gonna be a good.
Okay,
day.
fairy tales do not teach kids dragons exist. They already know dragons exist. Fairy tales teach kids that dragons can be killed.
See, that's better.
Still not.
But
still
still
not
pretty
where we're,
like
still
dark.
not where we're going for here.
Let's go with. Let me see here. Oh, that's way too much of a. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss.
Benjamin Button.
I see.
He looked over at your phone.
I knew he did. Cheater. No, but like, what is that? Like, put out your thoughts on
Why'd you
this.
have to ruin it? He was impressed with me.
I was for the
That
brief
is a-
time, but now everything.
That is a decent movie.
Sometimes it is the people who no one imagines anything of who do the things that no one can imagine.
Who said that?
That was Alan Turing in The Imitation Game.
Oh, this was one of my favorite quotes.
I really want to see that
It's a
movie.
it's a fantastic movie. It's good.
If you all don't know, Justin loves Benedict Cumberbatch.
As do I.
One of this is one of my dad's favorite quotes as well as mine. Every normal man must be tempted at time to spit on his hands, hoist a black flag, and begin slitting throats.
Why do you have to spit on your hands?
I don't know.
I just imagine
Where's that
that's
from?
just nasty.
I want to leave this place, these people, these thoughts. I want to escape my soul.
Dr. Manhattan.
I have no idea where it's at.
Watchmen. That's from Watchmen.
I've never seen Watchmen.
Then don't make the quote if you don't know where it's from.
I make quotes all the time. I don't know where they're from. These are quotes that I've just seen out and about, and I liked them, so I wrote them down.
Out and about. Were you walking down the street? Someone says that to you?
Yeah.
You just throw out a
Then
movie
stop
quote.
talking to these depressed people.
No. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside while you're still alive.
What? Who told you to spit on your hand? If you ran into a random person that said that,
I said, spit on
You
your
need to
hands,
ask
grab
the
my
question.
black flag, and raise it.
Well, that's from a lot of movies.
it's one movie, probably.
No, because it's been on a bunch of movies. It's been on TV shows.
I doubt it.
The way it works is you do the thing you're scared shitless of, and you get the courage after you do it, not before you do it.
There was one I was wanting to
said
find.
it?
I don't know where it's at.
Tell me
That
who
came
said
from
it.
Archie Gates in Three Kings.
That was a good movie.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. But what are your thoughts on the quote itself?
Read it again.
One moment. The way it works is you do the thing you're scared shitless of, and you get the courage after you do it, not before you do it.
I love that quote.
That's like a real you got to keep trucking and you'll get
Yeah,
better.
because
at
if you get scared every time you try something, you'll never succeed at anything.
right, you have to do it, and then you know you can do it, and you do it again and again.
I think the
and it gets
biggest
better.
thing that really holds us back, anxiety.
Oh, of
you
course.
know, you get that horrible anxiety, and you just, if we didn't just suck it up and do something.
I can't even count how many times I'm sure I've missed opportunities to do things, and just the anxiety of, oh, what if this happens? Then it just kept me from doing whatever that was.
You lose yourself trying to hold on to someone who doesn't care about losing you. Sometimes you have to accept the truth and stop wasting time on the wrong people. It's unfair to yourself to keep trying to justify why you're holding on to toxicity. There are lessons in letting go and moving on. You focused so hard on what you wanted that you lost sight of what you deserve. When it hurts to move on, just remember the pain you felt hanging on. Until you get comfortable with being alone, you'll never know if you're choosing someone out of love or loneliness. Being alone may scare you, but staying in a bad relationship will damage you. And you told me to read all those, so don't be over there huffing and puffing. I told you sticky notes got real depressive, and you're like, read them.
It's fine if every other quote you read wasn't depressing.
I didn't think all those quotes were depressing.
They're just there.
They're motivational quotes.
Are they?
Yes.
So, though,
To stop being a bitch.
All right, so the only one in there that I took as a motivational was like you need to learn to live without the people that want to live without you.
Oh yeah? Why should the lion concern himself with the opinions of sheep?
One. Okay.
What happens if you let one wolf live? The sheeps are never safe.
Okay, I got a few.
What about the hoisting the black flag?
Yeah.
But I still don't know why I need to spit in my hands.
For traction, I don't know.
All right, I got a few.
Go for it.
You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns and those who dig. You dig.
What is that from? And
This world's full of sharks and minnows. And if you don't know which one you are, you ain't no goddamn shark.
That is very true. And I want to give a shout out to Cole Hauser, because you, as Rip Wheeler, sir, you are. If we had a guest, if we ever get super big, I want him to be our first guest in character as Rip Wheeler, because he will tear us apart.
Yeah, because he busted up in that room. He got shot and still kept coming.
That is from Clint Eastwood and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I've never seen a Clint Eastwood movie.
The Man with No Name. All right.
well, I was looking for quotes here. That one does not want to. Happiness is a journey, not a destination.
Fortune favors the bold.
I feel the
It's
need.
such a cliched one now, though.
I think, therefore I am.
What does that mean to you?
I came, I saw, I conquered.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I am looking for the six-finger man.
Or this one. I feel the need for speed.
I don't feel so much inspiration from those, so much as, oh hey, yeah, I remember that movie.
Hold on. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
That which does not kill us make us stronger. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step.
All right, I got one for you. This is for Justin. All right, you die first, get it? Your friends might get me in a rush, but not before I make your head into a canoe. You understand me?
Holy shit.
It's Tombstone.
I love that
That is
movie.
a badass line. And the guy said, and he points the gun at him, and he's like, "You're bluffing." The guy's like,
Because
"He ain't
Wyatt
bluffing.
Earp
He ain't bluffing."
was the one that said it. When life gets tough, the tough get going.
All right, got one. I'll tell you this: in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if I'm going to have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is—the 6 inches in front of your face.
I've heard
That's
that.
legit.
I've heard that before. I can't.
That's Any Given Sunday, Al Pacino.
That's legit. Fight forever.
Are you not entertained? That's for Garrett.
That's for
Oh, here's this one. You shall not pass.
You shall not pass. Because The Gladiator is Garrett's second favorite movie.
Oh, really?
Used to be his first movie, but now it's Shawshank Redemption.
That is a really good movie.
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
There was one I wish I could remember. They were talked about. People will tell you failure is not an option. They're like, but it is. It's the most readily available option. But what you have to do, but I can't remember how it goes.
Or you got the Taken quote. That's a good one.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
When Gotham is in ashes, you have my permission to die.
Bane.
That was a good movie.
I came, I saw, I conquered. Julius Caesar.
You're merely a dog.
Keep calm and carry on.
I was born in it.
Molded by it. I didn't see the light by the time I was already a man, and by then it was nothing to me but blinding.
Nonsense.
Oh, you think darkness is
I
yours?
have not yet begun to defile myself. That says that, right?
That's what it says. I've not yet begun to defile myself.
Be yourself. Everyone else is already taking.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, God. You know, Good Will Hunting. Anything Robin Williams says is quotable.
It really is.
Your move, Chief.
Yep.
It's not your fault.
Don't do this to me, man.
It's not your fault.
Not you, Sean.
Not do this.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Movie.
Stop.
It's not your fault.
Every time he does that to me.
But it's not.
It's not your fault. Reflection is useless. The world is senseless. Evil is its only permanence. God is not alive. Love cannot be trusted. Surface, surface, surface was all that anyone found in meaning.
I drink your milkshake.
What? Where did that come from?
There will be blood. Or get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Misery leads to crime. I saw so many boys whipped it, ruined my mind. Basically, I was a normal person. Don't look at me. If you look at me again, I'll shoot you.
It's like every crime, like ever. Don't look at me.
I was so full of hate, and there was no room in me for such feelings as love, pity, kindness, or honor, or decency. My only regret is that I wasn't born dead or not at all.
Ouch.
They call it the Royale with cheese. It's not a man purse, it's called a satchel.
Indiana Jones wears one. Love that one.
Blood Brothers.
Why are you putting salt and pepper on the steak for the tiger? They don't even like pepper. No, they don't like cinnamon.
If you believe you've lived your life the right way, then you do not have nothing to fear.
Why are you so emotional?
Had a habit of singing and bothering people when someone tried to watch TV, so I threw water on him to shut him up. Then when he was a good boy, I'd give him peanuts. Herbie liked peanuts. That was effective because pretty soon he asked permission to sing. That's called behavior modification treatment. Edmund Kemper. I've been reading quotes from serial killers.
This is why you. That's fucking hilarious. I was like, that quote sounded oddly specific.
Yeah, I was like, why are we feeding Herbie nuts? Because he's been a good boy.
But it's still nothing compared to that fucking book I read last night.
You read an entire book in one night.
No, remember what I was reading at the house?
Oh, God. I take that as a whole no.
Oh my god.
The other day?
Yeah.
What?
It's like smut. Phil.
We just found a book, and it was like straight up.
You found a book?
Like, I almost shoved my fingers in your see you next Tuesday lips. Yeah, it was bad. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And she's like, I was scared, but it was fine.
Is that what the next episode? He's just
weird.
One of us reading smut and the other two reacting.
He read it, and he read like 6 paragraphs, and all of them were just filthier than the first. And you're just like,
oh my god.
Well,
you're gonna take it. You're gonna take that dick.
it's like cock though.
It did, yes.
And I kept going and then it got like real emotional at the end.
Yeah,
he was like I dumped it inside of her. I put everything inside that orgasm.
I didn't want him to leave.
And he was like, it was enough. She told me that. He's like, and she loved me. He said, but only if I was worthy of her love. I'm like,
what happened?
What just happened here? Well, that's all the topics that we had.
That's all that we had set up
beforehand?
So let's talk about something about ourselves. Alec, you start. What is a question you've always wanted to ask one of us? First thing that comes to mind, go.
Oh, one of us?
Blank.
Nothing?
I went blank. Justin, how do you feel about the Fitnessgram Pacer test?
The what? The what?
Fitnessgram Pacer test.
What is that? I'm being stupid. I don't know what that is.
You really don't know what that is?
No.
I
never heard that
would say to look it up, but I don't want something to get messed up whenever you try to go to post it.
YouTube would be like, no. That should be the name of the episode.
Fitnessgram Pacer test. There you go.
I'm not naming it something. I don't know. I don't like the fact y'all are laughing.
When we get done, you're going to end up watching the video. But then anybody else, watch the Fitnessgram Pacer test.
You'll know.
You're like, oh my god. Diabetes.
We were talking about that yesterday, too. How did Wilford Brimley die? Diabetes.
Diabetes. Hello, I'm Wilford Brimley.
It's a multi-stage
Yep, that it is.
erratic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it
I want
continues.
to try to read this in the voice.
The test is used to measure a student's capacity. Here's the thing, though. What I'm looking at, it's like a legit thing.
It is.
It's got a bunch of little kids on it.
Joke, though.
It's like a running meme.
It's a Fitnessgram Pacer test.
Oh, let me see if I get. What is it?
Oh my god. You gotta listen to the video.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. You were legit reading it with the Fitnessgram Pacer test. Here, I'm gonna try to do it. Hold on, I gotta
Hold
start
on.
face this.
Yeah. You can do this.
All right.
Just remember.
I'm gonna start laughing.
Just remember the
halfway
quotes Justin read.
through. All right.
Herbie doesn't get his peanuts until you fucking this up.
The Fitnessgram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The test is used to measure a student's aerobic capacity as part of the Fitnessgram assessment. Students run
Justin's getting angrier and angrier because he's not understanding why we find it so funny.
Yeah, it's because I don't understand the humor.
I'm just gonna go.
I'm like, why? Because you're all a bunch of fat fucks and you had to run a gym? Is that why you're mad?
Oh my god.
Because let's get something straight. Out of the three of us, I'm the fittest.
What do you want to pass? Did you pass the Fitnessgram pacer test?
I passed all my fitness tests, yes. Bitch ass hoe. You know what? Podcast over.
I'm not gonna sit here and keep hearing the joke. I don't understand.
Oh shit. Can you do any impressions?
Richard.
Your mom's a whore. I used to, but haven't done them in so long. I don't know if I still
Actually,
can.
I have a legit question.
Because I could do Quagmire, I could do Cleveland, but I ain't done that shit in so long. I used to be a decent Bane, but I ain't done that shit in so long. I don't know.
What's your question?
I have a question for Justin. All right.
I will cut this podcast off right now if you try to make another mockery of me again.
That wasn't a mockery.
Because y'all are laughing, and I'm the only one that doesn't get it. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on.
It's gonna be a quote going into the books. The Fitnessgram pacer test.
I don't understand it, but I'm mad. Why do you prefer the new Walker Texas Ranger over the old one?
See, now you're just being dumb. Now you're being
Wait, is that
dumb.
legit?
No, I fucking hate it. It's a disgrace to television everywhere. It should never been done. It's like spit in the face of Chuck Norris.
You'll stand in
It's
room,
a blasphemy.
You'll be standing like 10 feet away from him, and all you gotta say is Chuck Norris is shit, and all you'll see is his face do this. Huh? You gotta shut your ass up.
He just perks up from behind.
He don't perk up. He looks up, ready to go, fist flying.
Ready to defend.
Because I love Walker Texas Ranger, like the original.
Right, sing the song. In
The eyes of a ranger. You're moving too fast.
You know what?
Your cadence is in the
Your cadence is
eyes
shit.
of a ranger are
My first thought
upon
was
you.
the,
Who touched my foot?
In the arms
Of an angel, fly away
It's just
from
like a sad
here.
puppy on the screen.
Oh my god. I'm Sarah McLachlan. And you can save one dog.
Please, giving us this 1 penny per day.
They did
Please
an
save them.
they did an SNL
they didn't.
with Bill Hader walking around for just the price of a cup of coffee, a dime, and the guy's like, ask for more. And he's like, just for one dime. It's like, why are you just asking for a dime? You can't give more? No, a dime is what it is.
But see, the ones with the little kids didn't phase me whatsoever.
Not at all.
You put those dogs on there, I'm like,
fine.
huh, huh.
Like, I need to adopt them all, and then the kids are on there like,
I haven't eaten in 3 days.
My family, we used to get adopt kids every year. Not adopt kids, but like there was like a support program type thing.
But like a big brother
We're
and
like-
sister thing, or
Yeah, but they're in other countries or whatever like that. But I forgot how it's said. I can't even name the company. We used to do it every year, and we got the little picture of the kids, like things about them, stuff like that. Every year we used to do that. Well, we signed up for it when we always did Winter Jam.
what was that? There was a comedian. I cannot remember for the life of it. Was probably Larry the Cable Guy. I think it was Larry the Cable Guy talking about him adopting some kid in Africa. But then
You
what
got-
did he?
Yep,
I forget what he named it.
That's my thing. Like if I adopted a kid from like over there, I'd want him to have confirmed kills.
Confirmed kid. What are you just donating to the child soldier?
This fucking
Like I adopt him here, but my thing is I wouldn't be able to tell him anything. Cut the TV off and go do your dishes.
fat man, I'll cut your hands off.
I have killed a man.
Have you ever watched a man die?
That and then like another one from like China, like that was like fucking in a sweatshop or something like
Get,
that.
like, your
Because
own UN
he would be
photo.
he'd be like the most behaved because he would just be thankful he wouldn't have to work.
Yeah, but every time you rip your pants, be like, sew these for me.
Yeah, he'd be like, okay.
You buy a pair of Nikes and they just look at them. My friend King made these. How can you tell?
Look, he spelled his name in the stitches.
Oh, God,
It's just a message.
Well, we wouldn't be able to read it. Like, what hieroglyphic shit is this?
Use Google Translate, take a picture of it, and then
It just says
track
Ping.
it back to Ping. Ping's body was found on the river later that day.
Well,
Why?
damn. For going
Delivered
against
message.
the code.
Delivered a message.
To the outsiders.
It's on the list.
What's that?
The show.
The what?
The show, The Outsiders.
The outside dirt.
I was gonna say I read the book The Outside.
What was it about?
It was like like Street Gang.
Oh, never mind.
There's a country songs about him too.
I'm thinking of a Stephen King novel, The Outsider.
Yeah.
It's an HBO limited series. Which, HBO, good job on your limited series.
No, we just need the sponsorship, and we'll give it a better plug.
If HBO sponsored us, I'd lose my mind. HBO Max for free.
Yeah, you kidding?
You're already dictating the terms of the contract.
At least you can give us that $14.99 off a month.
Yeah, like we're gonna sponsor you, but we're not gonna give you no money. We're just gonna give you free HBO Max for life, no ads. I'm like, all right.
Once a week, pick a show that you watched all the way through, and then talk about it.
Because every year you'll see
Peacemaker.
Every year you'll see it went up, and you'll be like, not for me, bitch.
Just for $25.99.
So have you watched any Peacemaker yet?
No,
No.
you should have known that.
This is on HBO Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have HBO Max.
Someone needs to get it to him. No, we don't share subscriptions here.
I pay for all mine legally. Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu. I actually just got Funimation the other day for my anime fix.
I actually am not an anime fan.
Don't you sit over there and gag.
I did watch.
Anime's the shit.
I did watch Gundam Wing when it was first came out.
We just watched through all of Demon Slayer, which is like crack because how I need the next season. Been watching Fire Force, Black Clover. Let me see. I hit Fairy Tail on and off every once in a while.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to get an anime tattoo. I need to find a tattoo artist that does anime really well.
He is an artist that does really good tattoos. I'm pretty sure she's done a tattoo or two of an anime character.
Tattoo.
Huh?
You weren't even paying attention.
I was looking at things to make money. I'm sorry.
In the middle of the podcast.
Well, y'all two were conversing.
You're disturbing the man. He's doing God's work.
This is Charles's job. Charles, get off your lazy
I'm not going to
ass.
lie to you. If they could send you a Peacemaker helmet, which one would you get?
It fucking wouldn't be scabies. I tell you that one.
No, not the,
Every man needs scabies at least once in his life.
Helmets with different powers on them.
Okay.
Because his dad, I think, makes them.
Probably the human torpedo one.
And his dad says that one will give you scabies. Every man needs to have
Yeah,
scabies.
because he was like, why? He's like, every man needs to have scabies at least once in his life.
I do the Sonic Boom one.
It would blow your head off.
No, it wouldn't, because it shields you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Remember,
He didn't use it though.
yes, he did in the first episode.
Spoiler.
But it launched him though, didn't it?
No. Just watch the thing.
I can't remember.
Because it like sends a, but it disintegrates people.
I think yeah.
So
Because he did it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his helmets have the power?
The X-ray one was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd want to be the human torpedo,
That's
the torpedo one though, because just
Yeah,
watching her do
because-
that was hilarious.
But yeah, in the Suicide. Did you see the Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
So I guess that helmet had no powers, but his dad made a bunch with like certain skills to it. But yeah, like you said, I don't think the one at Suicide Squad had powers to it.
If it did, he never used it.
Because he had all those weapons. He had like his axe, he had his knife. But he just leaves his axe laying in a dude. I'm like, pick that up.
He didn't need it. He had plenty of them.
And then he had exploding bullets. He's like, what did he say? He said the blood sport showing off ain't cool. Yeah, it is when it's dope as fuck.
And Bloodsport was like, fuck, that's true.
Smaller bullets. I was quoting Bloodsport.
That's what got him.
That is what got him. Even though, could that really happen?
What's that?
A bullet going through another bullet, like it did.
Because the whole trajectory would be thrown completely off.
Yeah. Plus, at that speed, they would just pretty much like liquefy and like.
Hey, but you know what? Movies are movies. A man's throwing polka dots at people, so you know what? Who are we to say?
Your hair is fucking ridiculous.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
growing
you
it
need
out.
to Elvis that shit.
You need a haircut.
I'm growing it out.
You need a haircut.
I'm gonna look like Jason Momoa next year.
You need a haircut.
Can you stop telling me that?
It would be one thing if you styled it.
I do.
No,
I
you
did
don't.
Before I left my house.
That's not
See,
style.
this is the judgmental bitch coming out.
You know what?
So you want to sit there and say, "Why y'all making me out? You're doing it now."
You know what? Fair. You wait till this podcast is over.
Checkmate, bitch.
Don't flip the king at me.
I saw a thing the other day where Rick was pissed that Morty beat him at checkers, and I would too. It's like, let's say you were a great chess player, but at checkers you suck, and I'm just like, I'm throwing this shit out.
It's like getting mad at Monopoly, just like flip the table.
That kid was crying because he's like, why'd you lose all your money? I had to pay taxes. I was like, wait till you get older. Your gross income is not what you're getting.
Anytime my daughter wants like candy or something like that, and I have to open up the bag, take out like a small section. What? Where do you get those? And it's a dad tax.
That's dad tax, so you got candy in the back, you reach your hand back.
Yeah. It's like, give me.
Gimme.
Who bought this candy? I will return it. Sir, all the candy's missing. I'm returning the bag for principal.
Alex, do you have any tattoos?
I do not.
Do you want some?
I go back and forth on it.
Really?
I used to think my parents would be ashamed of me, but I actually said something to my mom the other day, and she's like, "It matter to me."
Why would you feel that they would be ashamed of you?
Because my grandfather said it at one point.
I would be ashamed of you if you get a tattoo?
No, well, he didn't say that. He never understood this. Sorry. And someone said to me once, "You want to mutilate your body, boy?" And I said, "No."
Yeah, because we were supposed to get a matching tattoo.
I made a mistake of sharing a Facebook thing once. Now I have to, at least at one point in my life, get a matching dinosaur tattoo.
It needs to be sooner rather than
Please
later.
tell me it's a dino nugget. I need dinosaur nuggets. That's what you need to
What is,
get.
No.
what is with everybody in dinosaur nuggets?
I've never had them, so I don't
You
know.
never had dino nuggies?
No,
I've had
because
them,
I'm
but
an
I don't-
adult male.
Exactly.
Have
I'm an
you
adult
always
male and
been?
I can afford dino nuggies. That shit's fire.
That's like buying all the marshmallow, like buying a bag of just the.
I have
Lucky
other
Charms
spending
marshmallows.
addictions, okay?
Then you can take the $4.99 it's going to take you down to Walmart, get yourself some Tyson Dino Nuggies and some Kraft mac and cheese.
You don't know.
Oh no, get the fuck out of my place with Kraft macaroni and
No,
cheese.
don't you high road me with your shit.
You fucking Kraft macaroni and cheese?
All right, guys.
You
All right,
put your
guys.
chicken
No, they're
breast in
coming at each
them
other.
dinosaurs.
Kraft macaroni and cheese?
Yes.
Yes,
No.
That's even better Velveeta
I'll
shells.
go Velveeta, but I ain't doing fucking
I
Kraft.
actually like the Kraft mac and cheese.
Thank you.
No, that powder bullshit,
That's the whole point behind it.
it's
though.
repulsive. It's
Exactly.
disgusting.
Don't put yourself above Mr. Kraft.
I am. As far as that, Kraft doesn't make good products. Their barbecue sauce is bland.
I'm not asking about their
The macaroni and cheese is
Tyson Dino
shit.
Nuggets and Kraft mac and cheese.
No, I'll go Dyson Nuggies and Velveeta shells.
Truthfully,
That's
though,
my
I give
compromise.
you Velveeta.
Okay.
You're 2-1 on the Kraft mac and cheese. So either way,
I don't give a I've got superior tastes.
no, you don't.
To me, I do. You're easily impressed with food.
And
I don't know how you are.
I can go either way.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear nothing. There has been food you have ate that has been bland as hell, and you talk about how good it is.
you ever disrespect people I love on this podcast?
I wasn't disrespecting nobody. I'm like, Boston Market's disgusting, and you love it. That's what I'm saying. It's bland as fuck. Who are you talking about?
Can you
Who are you
shut
talking
the
about?
fuck
So
up?
is there someone in your life that makes bland food?
There's no one in my life. You shut the fuck up about Boston Market. We talked about this the other day.
It's not
You
good.
watch your mouth when you
It's
talk
not
about
good
Boston
food.
Market.
No,
I love Boston
it's
Market.
dry chicken,
Oh my God.
macaroni and cheese is disgusting.
Oh yeah. Oh, listen, because you know what?
Their mashed potatoes are decent. Their
know
cornbread's decent.
I will fucking Bojangles.
Yeah,
motherfucker. I will
yeah,
go-
you're not. But it was not truthful to you because you like Bojangles. Checkmate.
There's no checkmate.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
got
checkmate
you.
on the board. already
I got you.
checkmated
No, you didn't. King me, bitch.
Fucking.
You guys are jumping between two different games. I'm trying to figure out what we're playing
Yeah,
here.
what are we playing?
I don't know.
You sunk my battleship.
The game of life. C9.
Guy crossed go.
Have you ever seen the movie Battleship?
Yeah.
How did it go from that to an alien invasion?
No idea.
But it's not. It's actually not. a
What's the
bad
last movie you saw?
Health.
What's the last movie we watched?
You've watched movies more
48
frequently. than
hours.
that. So you watch movies more frequently than that because you said like last Sunday or Monday you said all you did was watch movies all day.
48 hours.
Hannah.
The last movie I watched was the last movie we watched.
Dark Crimes.
Yeah, that's the last movie I watched.
48 hours. Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte.
Been watching a lot of anime, man.
And what? Peaky Blinders?
Well, I watched that one by myself and my wife doesn't like it.
I need to finish Preacher. I only have 4 episodes left. I need to hurry up and finish.
What's your
episode.
favorite food?
Shrimp. I say shrimp.
I don't have a favorite I don't have a favorite dish, but like a favorite genre is like Mexican.
Seafood.
I love Hispanic food.
Yes.
kind of whatever.
Are you asking our favorite food or
whatever
our
the
favorite genre?
serotonin's going for that
type
day?
of food.
Favorite food usually means like genre. Favorite
Seafood.
dish would be more specific.
I'd say seafood because I love seafood.
I do too.
Yeah, you are a shrimp monster.
Every time, but I think I'm allergic to them because every time I eat more than 60 shrimp, I throw up.
Well, the problem is eating 60 shrimp.
That's the price we
It
pay.
was something I was listening to, and it was like the potassium can.
That's going to be loud as hell.
In the bananas, potassium in bananas is actually like slightly radioactive. So if you ate like 40,000 bananas all at once, then you would die of radiation poisoning.
Yeah, but who the fuck's going to eat 40,000 bananas? Radioactive.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Radioactive.
So we could be like nuclear men.
If you can eat 40,000 bananas in one sitting.
So we can go to Chernobyl and we'd be fine because we've been bananas.
What makes you
I
think
don't-
you get
I don't think
superpowers
that's
because
how
you
that
exposed
works.
yourself to it
No, I'm
at
pretty
all?
sure we just die.
Yeah. It's like, what?
I grew an extra leg.
Oh, well, wonderful. Now you run faster. Oh, shit.
All right.
What's your favorite app on your phone? YouTube.
YouTube? Yeah, YouTube. I don't think I could go without YouTube.
I can't.
I don't know. I use YouTube to sleep. Either YouTube or TikTok. I TikTok a lot.
You use YouTube to sleep, but yet you don't have premium.
Because I put on some ASMR of somebody just like rubbing the microphone, so it just like sounds like white noise, and I just go.
Until today, welcome. You can have
Yeah,
$49.99.
The Fitnessgram pacer test.
I'd say YouTube. YouTube's one of those things like I couldn't live without it.
What's the longest you've been offline?
Oh God.
On my phone, like
Offline,
What does that mean?
Like no internet.
like no internet, nothing.
Month.
6 years. Yeah.
When?
Like when I lived in my apartment. When we lived in the apartment years ago, I had no internet.
For like 6 years.
Yeah. I didn't get like Wi-Fi or anything until 2019.
Did you have a cell
Somebody
phone?
just pull you out of the glacier, or?
Oh yeah, I had a cell phone. I thought you meant like Wi-Fi and all that.
Oh yeah, no internet. Like period. Like your phone's cut out unless you have a landline, that sort of thing.
It's been a while.
I think that was in
been a while.
Ohio, and we couldn't afford to pay the bill for that month, and so we just like a bunch of shit got shut off. So without cell phones, no internet, all we had was DVDs playing on my Xbox.
All right, I got one for you. If you could be a member of the X-Men, who would you be?
Wolverine.
I don't know the X-Men.
Why do you do that? Like whenever I say things, you're always like my decision, like I'm wrong.
Well,
what
I
everyone
mean, you
picks.
made
I
the wrong
Magneto.
decision with the Kraft mac and cheese. So
No,
you can't
I
trust your
didn't.
answer.
I didn't make the wrong decision with the macaroni. Look, coming from someone who can cook the way I can, I think I have an authority on what's good and what's not good.
Actually,
you
technically-
do a very good job, but you can't.
Say something.
Because you'd say that to us, and this is your exact response. Just because you could do that gives you authority on nothing. See, because you'll hit us with that. So
I've never once said that.
you would though.
Probably.
So
Stop slamming your hand on the fucking table.
Even if you're trying to drop the mic.
Even that's still not good.
what is it going to make a thump?
Yes.
Okay.
And even the littlest thing, the microphones pick up and hear it all over the podcast.
See that he get checkmates him, and he's like, oh my god.
No, you had a checkmate. I agree, but I'm talking about the thumping on the table. I'm not taking away your valid point.
You're beautiful. Just know that.
I know. I'm actually not. If I'm so beautiful, why doesn't nobody want me?
Well, we're going to go back to the quotes.
The
now.
Fitnessgram pacer test. I say Magneto.
But yeah, you always every time you ask me a question, yeah, he does it all the time. He's like, so what?
We're going to take a detour.
He was like,
Oh my God.
he's like, so what do you think about this, or who would you pick? And I'm like, so he always goes like, eh. I'm like, I'm not. You asked me my opinion.
You do the same thing to me, though.
No, I don't. Not
Yes, you do.
when it's ludicrous, yes. But if I asked you,
Exactly.
who X-Men would you be? You said Magneto, I wouldn't be like, because Magneto's a good ass choice.
Because when you said Wolverine, I was like, I'm thinking about, I wouldn't do that one. I'd do Magneto.
Yeah, but that doesn't be like,
I wasn't saying it like
you
your answer was wrong.
discredited
Just
me.
shut the fuck up.
You know what you're doing?
I'm not. Oh, bitch. It's a joke in the inside.
How about Storm's powers?
I picked Wolverine for one reason and one reason alone.
Healing?
Yes,
It is
he can't die. That's why.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
wanna
he
give the same
can
answer.
because if you remember in Logan, the anodyne was poison in him. Say what it is.
I would have that shit taken out of my body.
You can't.
Yeah, you can.
No,
You
you
could.
can't.
Wolverine.
He could. Wolverine could?
I don't think he could.
Well, they'd have to dip him in that like acid bath thing that like helps break him down. That way they can get to the bones
It'd be
again.
fucked up. Because
'Cause, like,
isn't it
Wolverine, they-
ingrained in his bones.
That's just covered. I thought it was just like a
One
covering
time,
on
I'll
him.
never forget. In one comic, Magneto literally ripped his skull out of him, and it was just nothing but the adamantium. Am I saying it wrong?
Adamantium?
Yeah. They did that to Luke Cage, where they had to get a bullet out. They had to put him in an acid
Yeah.
pill.
I remember that episode. It was cool. I wish they'd have kept those series going.
I do too.
Well, Daredevil's coming back.
Is it?
Yeah, Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus now. Disney Plus is doing a 4th season.
Nice.
But I love like The Punisher, Luke Cage. All those shows were good.
I have yet to start The Punisher, and I don't know why.
Well, we watched it. And it was excellent.
I binged that shit both seasons
I
in like a matter of
watched
days.
You didn't
watched
think you were going to
Jessica
finish
Jones.
it, but I said if you really put your willpower,
And
to
I
it, you
did.
can.
I watched like 5 episodes a day.
I was addicted to Daredevil, though.
Daredevil was amazing.
Would you?
Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist.
I've never seen Luke Cage. I've never seen Jessica
Luke Cage
Jones.
is really, really
I've not
good.
seen. I've seen like the first episode of Iron Fist. I'm not happy with the actor
He was okay. Like it was not my favorite at all.
because I watched a scene from the Defenders or whatever like that where Daredevil was whooping his ass.
Oh yeah.
But that's just like that. Did you know originally in No Way Home, the scene where Daredevil catches the brick, it was originally a globe, a snow globe. It wasn't a brick.
That's an odd.
Really?
They edited in later to make it a brick instead. I can't remember why, but I read an article
That is
about
odd.
it. Yeah.
Because who throws a snow globe
Yeah, who
through
throws
a
a
window?
glass through a glass? Like this will shatter that glass window, and it's just like
Like a brick was
yeet.
cooler.
That makes sense.
Like you.
How did you do that? I'm a good lawyer. I'm a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
That doesn't correlate, motherfucker. That's what Peter Parker should have been like. That doesn't make no sense.
Would you buy a self-driving car if it was affordable?
Yes.
I don't know if I could trust it.
My car will do it.
I know you were telling me about
Shit's
that, like it
freaky
tries
as
to
hell.
keep you in the lanes. I'd be scared to trust it because that one time that I'm like, okay, and I relax back. And
Well,
then
you're not
it's like,
still be
oh,
attentive.
So is it like?
Because like the other day we were just driving.
No, but like even like a self-driving car, like fully automated, where
Oh.
you just sit in it, go, I'm going here, click, and then it goes. It would be that one time where it's like road construction and it's like through the new fucking
Yeah,
concrete because
whee!
it didn't update the fucking map. It's just like
Because we were because
poor pedestrian.
we were
thought
just
about that. Yeah, if you're like going through road work, it just goes right through it.
yeah
And
because
you killed like 6
Like,
road
what if
workers.
there's like the guy standing there with the slow and stop sign, like he's just turning his shit, and then the car just
well like
through.
Top Gear, like the Tesla thing where it'll like come to you or whatever like that. The Jeremy Clarkson one, the presenter was like, he's like, you can just bully people because like the car won't let you hit someone. So he's just walking in front of the car and he just keeps forcing the car back. Like he just keeps backing up. Because we were just driving in my car. We were just driving in my car the other day and I cut it on
yeah.
and had my hands off the steering wheel.
Yeah, but then it says put your hand back on this.
Yeah, it'll beep. He just set it there. It goes back off. But like I'm over there like doing shit, like plugging in my phone, moving around. It's just keeping us going around corners. It's freaky.
I couldn't trust it. I'd be terrified.
When I test drove it, the guy was like, "Take your hand off the wheel." I'm like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, just do it." I'm like, "No."
Did you see?
I'm like, "I don't. Like I'm responsible. Like this."
You think it'd be if
Yeah.
it would be a Tesla, it would sense road work, or sense that there was an accident nearby, or you wake up in like a Final Destination with wood through your passenger
put like
seat,
a
and you're
log
just,
going through your.
and you're just
cousin.
like your arm's gone, and you're just like,
Huh.
that's new.
Did you see I don't know if they actually do it, but there's a commercial for Domino's Pizza where they have like the automated vehicle that delivers your pizza.
I've seen videos of
Is it
of
real
people
or-
actually. Yeah, I've seen videos of people actually seeing it on the street going by. Because I saw a video where someone kicked it over and pushed it over, and it was just like, "Meh."
Someone ain't getting their pizza.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Somebody stole our Chinese food once. I was pissed. We called the place up after it was like an hour they hadn't delivered yet. Oh yeah, we dropped it off. There, somebody signed the receipt for it. No, we fucking didn't. Oh, we're so sorry. It was like 20 minutes. They were back out there. Yeah, we went to like the house like down that way. I was like, those bastards fucking signed for somebody else's food.
I'd
Okay.
have walked up in there and been like, "Hey,
There was one time where Amazon delivered a package for me and it said handed directly to, homeowner. So I called my wife. I'm like, did they hand you something? She's like, nah. And I'm like, we got a problem. And she's like, goes out the door.
The package is gonna start vibrating.
Package is sitting on the we got this little bench in front of our house that's sitting right there. She's like, okay, either that dude was high and he's just like, this bench is a good person. And I'm like,
It's always there to support me.
There's the times I do that at my old apartment. So like they'll leave it at someone else's door, and they'll be sitting like I'll go get it because I'll walk up, I'll look at everyone's packages like, those are mine. But like the other day, I got an email to I got some packages, and it said it gave me 3 notifications. Your package is ready, and all in different boxes. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I popped it open. I opened the package. It wasn't even my package. It had someone else's name completely on it.
And you opened it?
No, I opened because I got lock boxes. Like they're electronic lock boxes that they go in and you punch a code and they pop open.
Oh, okay.
And it was like said mine, so I punched in my little code. Well, I can do it from my phone from Bluetooth.
yes, it can.
And it just popped open. It was, what is even my package or someone else's package? I'm like, what the fuck?
They had McDonald's sitting out in front of one of the buildings for like a week.
Yeah.
A few days.
Yeah.
Somebody's DoorDash stuff.
Yeah, they're sitting there.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves with porch pirates.
Yeah.
Like it angers me. Because how dare you just walk up to somebody's store and just take their stuff?
Yeah.
Stuff they paid for. The funniest one, the one ran and she tried to get in her car, Lee grabbed her, but the guy drove off and she's like, you motherfucker! And she ended up breaking her leg. I was like, justice.
Justice has been
There was
served.
a guy I was watching on YouTube, and he'll set up a package outside of like a volunteer's house in a neighborhood they're having this issue with.
Like a bomb.
And it's like a box that he has set up with this device, and I'm gonna have to look it up so we can actually see it for next time. But they go to open it up, and when they open it so far, there's 2 little pins that stick out the side,
Yeah.
so you can't get it shut again. And it sprays stink bomb fluid around, along with slinging out glitter and shit like that, and it starts making like cop car sounds and everything.
Well, I wouldn't want to do stink bomb because then my house is gonna smell like
You know
that
what
shit.
I want to do?
Not to you. Like, he sets it up to where somebody steals it. There's a GPS tracker and like cameras on it, so that when they open it, you watch them get like sprayed with the stink bomb fluid.
Mine would be a little more harsher. I'd put grenades and all around,
I
and they'd
would
pop it
cause
out.
death and destruction.
Well, see,
That's
I seen one where when they tried to pick the box up, it just shocked them. It like electrocuted them.
Oh yeah, no, this one.
That's what they did with the phones too. Guys grabbing phones like other side. All of a sudden you see.
The funniest ones is like when have you seen the ones with like bicycles where they have the bicycle chained or whatever like
Yeah,
that,
and
and
they
they don't know, and they don't know, so they start riding and it just get and they're like, younger,
It just yanks them. There was one they had the seat spring loaded, to where whenever they go to put their weight down onto the seat, it pops the pipe underneath of it up about 6 inches into the dude's ass. So he sits down, it's just like impales him, and then he ditches the bike.
The one that gets me is we saw on Yellowstone the other day. Guys walking up to the gas station. He's like, "Hey, can I just get some cash for some gas?"
he had a gas can in his hand.
Gas can. The guy's like, "Put your gas can down, and I'll
Put
fill
your
it up."
gas can. I'll fill it up for you.
And he's like, "No, I'll just take the money." It's like at this point, we know you ain't want no gas.
That's what he said. He's like, you don't want no gas. He's like, yeah, I do. I'll get it myself. He's like,
Then they beat the shit out of the guy.
you don't know no drugs. Well, to be fair, he pulled a knife out and put the knife in the dude's throat. And when he went to go
He
do
put it in his throat. Casey would not let him get that.
no, he
close.
did. He pointed at him, and then he was, and because Casey at first before he did that, he was like, I've had a bad day. He's like, don't do this.
He had a very bad day.
And then the guy was like, get me and put it up there, and Casey just fucked the dude up, and just like beat the hell. He was just on top, and like, all right, he's dead. Well, he ain't dead, but
He's done.
Well, that show has made us rethink our whole style because we're wanting to get cowboy boots.
yeah, I want to go to I want to buy a big ass ranch in Montana.
Because that show just, you watch these guys and you're like, can we look that good?
They be looking fly. Like Rip be looking fly as fuck. John be looking fly as fuck.
Rip is a force of nature, though.
Yes. He threw that chair through that fucking glass window, busted up in there, got shot, kept coming, and beat the hell out the dude.
When you start watching this show, because you have to,
What is this?
Yellowstone.
tell us your favorite character and why is it Rip Wheeler?
Basically. I really like Lloyd. Especially some of the stuff I've seen him do later on in the seasons. Because Lloyd would take you to the train station.
Don't know what that means.
And you'll find out.
I'm assuming.
Because Casey's like, where are you taking him? Rip's like, to the train station.
Yeah, he ended up not there. But I want to know how he comes back. But whatever.
Watch the Ray J and Kim Kardashian video.
That's a great comeback.
Yep.
But no.
But anyway, so this has been another episode of the One Thing About Us podcast. Anybody else has any closing
I just want
remarks?
to say, you know what? I love you guys. And I feel like, the Fitnessgram Pacer test is where we're really going to succeed. Love you too, Justin.
No, I love you. I love y'all.
All right, and I just want everyone, you know what? Stay sexy.
Stay classy.
And keep laughing.
Hi, yeah.